All right, I'm going to give you three things that you should go out and buy right now. I'm not kidding. But before I do that, under my post section, the last few days I've been posting products there on Amazon. They're not any products. And I'm always surfing on Amazon and looking around. I even have a couple computer programs I wrote that surf Amazon for certain things, which in turn helps me save money. So I thought I would give you that option. Yes, they're affiliate links, but the stuff I'm listing is crazy, crazy cheap. Like, for example, I listed a socket set that had over $200 savings. I listed toilet paper that was outrageous amount of savings. I have quite a few items over there to where that you can see, and if it's an item you need, then by all means go pick it up. If it's something you don't need, then don't pick it up. But you will find the majority of the posts over there are 50% off, 65% off. Like Pedialyte, for example, 24 of them for $8. Beautiful to be used in camping or hiking to put the Pedialytes back in your body. It may not taste the greatest, but it does the job of keeping you from passing out when you're sitting there at a campsite. Super cheap. I actually ordered one. It's coming in Tuesday. When I find certain things that are a super good deal, some of them I buy. And some of them I don't. But for example, you go check them over there and you'll be like, I didn't even know Amazon had these deals. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people go to Amazon, they just click buy. They don't seem to understand that it's very much like going to a Walmart or any other store for that matter, that you can get deals and save money. And certain times a year, these particular deals come up. It doesn't matter if you buy camping equipment, it doesn't matter if you buy food. There are deals there to be made. And I've actually had some canned food come up in my travels, but I haven't listed them because to me they weren't enough of a savings yet. Now, I will go check Walmart and I will go check some other sites before I post there. I want to make sure that if I post a product there that is over 50, 60% off, that it's not showing up someplace else cheaper. So that if you do buy, you do know that is basically the cheapest you're going to get it for. So I'll have a link in the bottom where my post section is. So make sure you go check out those posts. Because every day I post sometimes one, sometimes three, sometimes five. It's all different. It's all when my programs pop up things they find and inform me of something that they found that was a deal. So what are the three items that you should go buy right now? One is a ferro rod. Now, this particular ferro rod is very thick, as you can see. It even has a hole drilled in it already where you can put a lanyard. So why would you want just a ferro rod? Now, I wish it was about that much longer, but I'll take it. Literally, you can use this side and the holes up here, and if we turned it around, we can then scrape this side, is what we can do. Comes with two. Links in the bottom. You need a ferro rod. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you go camping. You need a ferro rod. Okay? These things are going to be worth their weight in gold when shit hits the fan. And the way how unpredictable everything is right now, I have no idea what's going to happen this year. It's crazy what's going on. Crazy, crazy. This stuff. This is called Texas Bushcraft Tarred Bank Line. Twisted, 121 feet. I'll have a link in the bottom. But basically, okay, I carry a roll of this in my pack all the time. This allows me to make guidelines. This allows me to make anything I need to expand or connect my tarp, is what this does. With this stuff, believe it or not, I can take my military poncho I can fold it over and snap it together. I can tie the ends off, and now it's like a big garbage bag. I can then fill that up with leaves, and you want to fill it up where it's about 12 inches thick, because you need at least 4 inches after you lay on it, and it would keep you warm. So with a simple tarp and some of this, you're not going to freeze to death. With, let's say, take a garbage bag, a contractor garbage bag. Fill that up with leaves, tie the end off. You've got yourself a makeshift mattress that just might make it through the night. This stuff is worth its weight in gold, yet it's not that much money. And it doesn't even weigh that much. Another item to have, and I want to make sure I got the name right. These are P51s. Do you know what these are? Okay. That is a P51. Most old guys know what these are. Now, at one time on YouTube, you see a lot of videos on these. But now you don't see so much. Okay? See that? Folds up. It even has a little hole in the bottom. That is so you can connect it to your keychain. This is a can opener. Probably the best can opener ever made. And I'm not kidding. You can get two links in the bottom. Put one in your keychain. Put one in your knapsack. Or give one to your wife to put in her purse. These are worth their weight in gold. Okay? Shit hits the fan. You know, a lot of people were showing how they could open a can by putting it on a sidewalk and turning it until you grind the top off. And you go round and round and round for half an hour. Do you really want to make all that noise? Some stuff they put out there I think is just so stupid. All you got to do is carry a P51, super cheap, and you can open a can opener. There is one below this, I forget the name, P31 or something. It's much smaller. I find these are much better because they're bigger and, you know, they're easier to basically hang on to, the bigger they are. So every one of these items that I'm showing you, from the twine to the ferro rod to the P51 can opener, are worth their weight in gold. If shit hits the fan and you don't have these items, well, you're not going to be in a good position. And for what little money these things cost, why don't you? I mean, it's really that simple. It's like having a propane camp stove or having certain things so when shit does hit the fan, you're covered. Now, I don't mean World War III happening. Okay, I'll give you a couple scenarios. My fridge broke. And when you're stressed out and have to buy something under stress, you end up paying more money than you should. You're not going to get a deal on a fridge if you need one now. You know, if you panic and say, I need to go get a fridge, my God, the stuff in my fridge is going to thaw out, I'm in trouble. So you run down to the store and there's no sale going on, there's nothing going on. You buy whatever fridge there is. You don't even want to pay for delivery. You say, put it in my truck. I got to get this home. I got to get my food in there. You know, the level of stupidity is something else with people. When if you had a really good cooler, and I have 2 or 3 of them, you could have just went to the store and got some ice and put your stuff in there while you were thinking about where you're going to do the deal. Are you going to go to Home Depot? You're going to go to Lowe's? You're going to go private? You have time. You know, so let's understand what prepping is. Prepping is time. That's all it is. And you're trying to give yourself more time so it's not stressful. That's all you're trying to do. And that's very important. So let's say, you know, the electric can opener is not going to work because the power goes out. Well, that's okay. We got you covered. Let's say it is something major like World War III and some country does decide to attack us because everybody can reach us now. So let's say you go that route and you walk into an abandoned building and there's nothing but canned food in the cupboard. Well, hopefully you got a decent backpack and you're going to load that food up and take it out. Very important. Fair rat. You need to cook food. What if you got to cook food? Your stove don't work. Well, you can go outside in the yard and start a fire. You can get your barbecue going, right? Not without this. You need a good fair rat. It's a must. How about some twine? Something happens to your tent. Something happens around the house. You know, a lot of people use this for their tarps, but you can use this just about on anything. You know, what if you got some wild game you need to hang up and you need to skin? These 3 items are a must. Make sure you check out my post section if you're looking for more deals. You'll be amazed because when you go over there, you're going to be like, I didn't even know this stuff was this cheap. And with everything being so expensive now, finding deals that are 65% off is a must. That is if you like saving money like I do. Check out my posts. I'll have these 3 links in the bottom. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.